Self-confidence is important to all of us. In the stress literature, it's one of the characteristics of the hardy professional who remains healthy in the face of the constant stress of constant change. It's important, but how do you build and maintain a viable and realistic self-confidence? One way to look at self-worth is to see it as an inference from what you say to yourself privately about yourself. It's estimated that you make between 300 to 400 self-evaluations per day. Unfortunately, those evaluations are far from kind for most of us. Mostly major in self-criticism. Research suggests that for the average person, 80% of their self-evaluations are negative. Only 20% are positive. A reasonable mistake can often be worth 4 to 5 minutes of self-whipping that was crazy. I can't believe I said that. And they were all watching me. They're probably going home tonight and talking about me. If that's not bad enough, we have an old file clerk in the back of our brain that responds to our attack and goes back to check the evidence. Just a minute, boss. Let me check the crazy file here. Why, yes, you're crazy. You're getting worse. This reminds me of the time you. Most of us are good at making ourselves feel worse, not better. Even when you give yourself the luxury of feeling good about something you did, it seldom lasts long. We discount our successes. I was lucky. It's about time. I should have done this weeks ago. They could have done better. When was the last time you lost sleep over a good day? Never. Even though self-critical, we put our best foot forward publicly. We present ourselves as being 95% effective and admit making an occasional mistake to be human. You may fool others, but you don't fool yourself. You lose badly when you compare what you know about yourself with everyone else's public image. When you major in the self-critical, you search for loved ones, parents, friends, and bosses who will affirm and make up for your lack of self-esteem. Unfortunately, when you have to have the support of others, they control your confidence. By withholding approval, they can leave you feeling less effective, less confident, and more dependent. You would not talk to others the way you talk to yourself. You did that. You're crazy. Did anyone see you? They saw you? Do they know I know you? I mean, it reminds me of the time you. Who needs friends like that? If a manager talked to an employee the way you speak to yourself, he could file a grievance and win. You deserve the same if not better treatment than what you would give a friend. Learn to make room for your mistakes as learning experiences. Since mistakes are a part of life in the fast lane, we need to find ways to be self-critical without majoring in self-whipping. Start by looking at criticism as course correction data that helps us get back on track in our journey to success. The goal is not a conviction or blaming. It's providing future-focused feedback that allows you to be more effective tomorrow. Scott Adams, the Dilbert cartoonist, put these insights into practice in dealing with a novice tennis partner. Once at a tennis tournament, I was paired with a woman who had just learned how to play. Every time she missed a shot, she immediately turned to me expecting I would be disappointed or frustrated. Instead, I talked to her about our strategy for the next point. By doing so, I sent an important message. The past doesn't matter. I didn't encourage her with empty praise that rarely works. But I know that if she dwelled on a mistake, she was more likely to repeat it, and that if she focused on how we would win the next point, she was more likely to help us do just that. Over several days, her abilities improved dramatically, and we ended up winning the tournament. Treat yourself the same way. Life is like a moving vehicle with no brakes. If you spend too much time in the rearview mirror, you will hit a tree out the front window. That is why your rearview mirror is smaller than your front window. Get out of your rearview mirror and focus on driving to the desired future. Try letting go of the general self-attacks, use specific feedback. What did you do that you did not handle well? Remember, it is easier to admit you made a mistake than to realize you are one. I'm not rude, but I've had moments on the freeways of Los Angeles that I'm not proud of. I know they weren't appreciated either. The other driver didn't even wave with all his fingers. After identifying a specific mistake, focus on the future by asking 2 key questions. First, what can you do to rectify the problem? If any constructive action or apology could help fix the problem, schedule a time to do just that. And secondly, and most importantly, how would you handle the same situation if it should occur again? Use them as a sounding board if you have a valued colleague or friend. If not, write down your thoughts or use these questions to help focus your self-criticism. When you've learned from the past and concentrate on a new strategy, hit back into the game of life. Self-confidence begins when you can learn from errors and then move beyond them to improve consistently. Welcome to the challenge of turning mistakes into stepping stones to making change work for you and your organization. To make a difference, add the habit of ending the day by catching yourself being effective. Use your calendar to record one success. You may be winning and not know it if you're not keeping score. In conclusion, self-criticism is not too bad at all. It's a matter of how you react to it and how you will use it to become a better version of yourself. I hope that this video has helped you in becoming more and more self-confident each day.